in India or countries that practice Buddha. Is that what you're saying? There are no statues
What?
anywhere, right?
Statues, but it's the same as like we got
No,
the picture
listen,
of Martin
listen.
Luther
No, but
King.
you guys were fixating on statues. Somebody even asked me, "Does America have statues of presidents?" So you're telling me, right, that there are no
It's
statues of
up to
Buddha
people to educate
anywhere.
themselves. They have
There
to
are no
educate
statues of Buddha
themselves in
anywhere,
history. They have to be enlightened in the way
right?
that they understand history and
I'm
where
asking
morality comes from,
how
where things come
I'm
from,
asking
where the
how do
information
you
comes from.
learn the Dharma from Buddha? How does Buddha teach one the Dharma? How do you learn the Dharma from
Through
Buddha?
chanting.
How do you learn the Dharma from a dead person? How do you learn anything from a dead person?
Because
You
it's
mean
written
chanting?
down
You
in a
mean
book.
praying? You
It's
mean
written down
praying? Is that
somewhere.
what you mean?
It's written
So
down
you mean
somewhere, so
the
you read it
chants that
and
they
you get
make?
the knowledge and
Wait a minute.
understanding.
So you mean the chants that they make to Buddha
No, no,
are
no.
not equivalent to the prayers that people make to God? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes, because praying to God is requesting something. You're asking him for
So
something
so
and you're
so are
taking
you
him for
saying that
something. But
nobody under the Buddhist faith ever chants to request something? Is that what you're saying?
yes, no, because the chants are teachings that Buddha taught on how to behave, and they chant it forward because Buddha said that the best way to travel through time, knowledge through time, is through chant, not through writing.
Not through what?
Not through writing. So it
Okay,
was so he taught to be
what
different.
I'm asking is, can you tell me the difference between the Pope, the nuns, and the brothers in Catholicism? What is the difference between that and the Dalai Lama and the monks and the nuns
It's very
in
simple.
Buddhism?
So
What is the difference?
The Pope believes they are God on earth and they could give orders on behalf of God or forgive sins. The Dalai Lama memorized Buddha's teachings on how to behave and how to interact in life, and they push it forward as the same as an academic. They learned the process and they teach it forward. The Pope believes he was given power by a God and could give and could use this power on earth. That is a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't
I mean,
doesn't
to me, on behalf of who? Who are these rules coming from that the Dalai Lama? Who are they coming from?
Is things that monks put together as how
And
they
who do these monks get that from?
from themselves, from humanity, and how they felt they should interact with each
So
other.
you're saying to me that we don't need the Dalai Lama, right? We don't need these monks, and because
Of
if
course, you
things
need
come from
everything.
reality, why do we
You
need
need
these
everything
people?
you can get from information and knowledge to better
Well,
the
no, no.
environment you live in. Yes,
Listen.
yes,
That's not an answer.
that is
Why
the
do you need
answer.
these? Why do you need these people, right?
Because you
Why do
need
you need these
everybody.
people?
You need
Study the
somebody to
knowledge.
Why
tell
do you
you.
need these people?
Because I'm telling you why. Because whenever you're standing in front of the train,
If they get the
whenever
morality from
listen,
themselves,
listen.
why do
The
you need
problem is
them?
that you don't listen.
If they
When
get
you're
the
standing,
morality from
listen.
themselves, why do you need them? Because the pantheist said that they get the morality from themselves.
So
That's what he said,
So
right?
listen,
So
listen now.
if everybody gets morality from themselves, why do you need the monks and the Dalai Lama? And why do you need them? That's what
They don't
I'm
get
just
it
going
from
by what the
themselves.
pantheist
They
said.
don't get it from
It's
themselves. They
history.
get it from
No,
other
but that's what
people.
he said. Listen, that's what he said. Talk. That's something that you have to take up with him because he just said that.
No, he said he
No,
get it from a
I
source.
asked him where do they get the morality from, the
He
monks, and he
said the
said they
same
get it from
thing.
themselves. That's what he said. That is what he said. He
No,
said
Yes,
they are teaching
information
them
comes from other
morality, and so I
people.
asked him where do they get the morality from, and he said they get it from themselves. That's what
yes.
he said.
It's not just from
That's
themselves.
exactly what he
They
said. He
try
said it
and they
verbatim.
I
fail.
know, but so then why are you telling me that? Because I didn't say that. That's
Because
what
I'm
he
trying
said.
to explain it to you.
No,
They try
listen, but
and they
why are you
fail.
trying to explain that to me? I didn't say that. That's what he said.
Because I'm trying to explain what he's telling you.
No, why do you have to explain what he's telling me? Either he's right or he's wrong. Either they
He-
get it from themselves or they don't.
Because you asked the question right after. He's trying
No,
to
no, no, no,
answer the
no.
question.
I'm asking what I asked was, right?
Do you
Based
want the
on what
answer?
you said, they get the morality from themselves.
Yeah. Do
So
you want the
I'm
logical
asking,
answer? Do you want the
huh?
logical answer?
You can't
No,
answer for him. You
listen,
don't know what's in his mind,
listen.
sir.
You first, yes, exactly. First of all, I'm not even sure why you're answering for the pantheist, because I'm asking the pantheist if
It's
the
not a
monks are
pantheist.
able to get their morality
It's not a
from
pantheist.
themselves.
I am an Illuminatian. I am an Illuminatian.
Favor, stop,
What I'm
please.
asking
You keep
pantheists
accusing
is
people
if
of
the
not
monks,
listening, but you're obviously not listening. The pantheist is
if the
on the
monks,
panel. So the
yes,
person
if
that
the
she's talking
monks
to is on the
get
panel with us. So just relax. Nobody's talking to you. Go on mute.
what I'm saying is if the and also like somebody said in the comments, if how can you explain what he said if you're telling me what he's saying is not right? Anyway, if the monks
I'm
are
saying
able
it's
to
right.
get the morality from themselves, why can't every Buddhist get morality from themselves? Why do we need um monks and nuns and the Dalai Lama? Why do they need that?
Because they're the ones who study the ancient ways. It's like the same way we need politics. Like we understand a little politics, but we need politicians that study it
No,
and
you said they
and
get
know
the
the history.
morality. You said they get the morality from themselves. You didn't say they get it from study. You said they get it from themselves. That's what you said, right?
No,
So
but you asked why the Dalai Lama, why do we need the Dalai Lama?
no,
And the
but I
Dalai Lama
before
because
that
he
I
studied,
asked you. Before
and
that
you asked,
no. Before that I asked you, where do they get these morals from? Right? Where does the monks and the Dalai Lama and all of that get these morals from? And you said they get them from themselves. That's what
yeah,
you
so,
said.
but themselves as in, as in people, like from people, is the same way as
So
atheists
they
who
get
have
them from
sideways
people. So there is
morality.
nothing. So there is nothing that the Buddha taught them about morality. Nothing.
Wait, can I just ask? Can I
Yeah,
just
I
ask?
mean, yeah, he
Is
was
this
the
the
one
same?
studying.
Is this the same Dalai Lama that was kissing that young boy?
Yes.
It is the exact
Yes.
same. So
Yes.
guess what?
He's
So in
still
that
he's still
so
he's still he's still in that office
Yep.
after
guess
that
what? Guess
kissing.
what?
Yeah.
So in that way, guess what? He's exactly
Mm-mm-mm.
like the Catholic Church. He's exactly like that.
No.
That's what I'm saying. He's exactly like the Catholic Church. In that way, he's exactly like the Catholic Church. That's
Hold
all
on,
I was trying to get.
hold on. Let me
They
read something. Just 1 second. Let me just read something. Okay, since the time of the fifth Dalai Lama in the 17th century, the Dalai Lama has been a symbol of unification of the state of Tibet. The Dalai Lama was an important figure of the Gelug tradition, which was dominant in central Tibet, but his religious authority went beyond sectarian boundaries, representing Buddhist values and traditions above any specific school. The traditional function of the Dalai Lama as an ecumenical figure has been taken up by the 14th Dalai Lama, who has worked to overcome sectarian and other division in the exiled community and has become a symbol of Tibetan nationhood for Tibetans both in Tibet and in exile. So it looks like there is an element of it being religious, because it says here that that his religious authority went beyond sectarian boundaries, representing Buddhist values and traditions above any specific school. So he's got some religious authority. The Dalai Lama has. Does that help this conversation at all?
no, they're trying to tell me that it's not a religion. I'm saying it's set up just like the Catholic Church. They have a pope, they have nuns, they have brothers, They kitty diddle children. It's the exact same. It's the exact same thing. Except he did it on the world stage for everybody to see. It's the exact same thing. He's worth $150 million. They are the exact same. They are the exact same. There is no difference. There is no difference between Buddha and Jesus and Muhammad and Vishnu, and they are the exact same. They are the exact same. They are there to push people into the beliefs that they want them to have. That's all. That's all it is.
This is
And diddle children every chance they get.
While behind closed doors, you diddling children and fucking up their lives. F1.
This is very
That's all
much.
it's for.
Is very much like a religion. It's very much like a religion. When you're talking about, I'm just having a quick look. Dalai Lama is the head of he is the head monk of the Tibetan Buddhism and a highly influential figure in the Gelug. The title was given to him. Never mind. But it talks about number one, right? Several roles that the Dalai Lama has, which is spiritual, right? Spiritual and temporal ruler of Tibet. He is a symbol of unification. He is the leading Buddhist voice and the promoter of harmony, right? So he is just very much like the Pope. This is the Tibetan Pope in question.
And while he's over there kitty diddling children and taking all the money, his country people have to take people up to Everest just to get $2,000. They over there poor as church mice.
What do you think that the church does? What do you think the church does?
No, that's what I'm telling you.
same
They're
thing.
exactly the
That's what
same.
we
saying.
That's what I'm telling you. They're
You're
exactly
proving
the
our
same.
point, Flavor.
You are proving our point. And
One
I don't
second.
believe in God.
Lots, 1 second. So who is this is just one of the questions that's come up on my feed. Who is the leader of the Buddhist religion, right? Who is the leader of the Buddhist religion? Now, the followers of the religion believe the Dalai Lama is a reincarnation of a past Lama that has agreed to be born again to help humanity. There have been 14 Dalai Lamas throughout history, and the Dalai Lama also governed Tibet until the Chinese took control in 1959. So apparently he is a born again Lama, right? So there was one what came before, and they believe that he decided to be born again to help humanity.
Yeah, everything being born again.
And they go around and search for his reincarnation.
That is actually a fact.
They go around and search for his reincarnation. So for you to tell me that this is not worshiping, this is not a religion, they go around and take a child from his parents and search for the Lama's reincarnation. If this is not religion, I don't know what is.
Sounds very cult-like as well.
Yes, they turn out in the millions to see him. And what does he do? He kisses children. If this is not a religion, they turn out in droves to see the Dalai Lama. There's temples everywhere. If this is not a religion, I don't know what is. Right?
It's got the hallmarks. It's got the hallmarks of a religion.
But I am not a part of a religion. I am a part of an organization.
Okay, 1 second. Guys, if you are a believer in a God, if you believe that your God is real, please let's have a conversation about your God. Can we tap on the screens? And if you're watching on YouTube, hey, Ian Davenport, Miss Masani, Deep State Annex, hello people. Please make sure to give the stream a thumbs up, my people. Guys, look, all gods, they are not real. All gods, the gods, whatever the name is, they've told us about this God thing for a long time. Some of us were told we couldn't even challenge God, but thankfully we can now challenge God. We can challenge the ideas of God, right? And until this God is proven to exist, I'm sorry, all gods are not real.
That is exactly what our organization says.
Your organization says that all gods are not real.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
why were you defending Buddhism so hard?
Because
Wait,
I'm not defending anybody.
1 second. Godless Reggie has something to say.
You know what? Every time somebody brings up the Dalai Lama, you know what that reminds me of? That old nasty man with that dried up frozen booger when he wiped it on his coat on the Golden Child. That's what reminds me of the Dalai Lama.
The rules religion, this is just a comment from YouTube. The rules religion comes up with, for the most part, is what influence people, influential people pulled out of their asses. The rules that religion come up with, for the most part, is what influential people pull right out of their asses.
Yeah. They believe in things that is not proven. They're like
Flavor Music. When I first met you, you were speaking like you were a Christian. What happened?
I am Illuminatian. I am agnostic Illuminatian. I actually.
You are what?
Illuminatian. I believe in the.
No, when I first met this gentleman. When I first met this gentleman, he was speaking like he was he had Christian vibes going on. He never said he was Christian, but he had, that sort of Christian feel going on. But now, I don't know if this
I used to be
Flavor Music. Is this a case of jumping from frying pan to fire?
No. I used to be, but I'm not anymore because I debunked them straight in front of them. I asked them, if you believe that Jesus is around you and with you and all these things, can you prove him to me? And they couldn't prove it. So then
someone is asking, what is an Illuminatium? What did you say it was again?
I know what it is. It's a person that watches too much goddamn TV. You got too much time with your hands.
Hold on. Flavor, say it again, please.
Illuminatium. It's
an Illuminatian. Okay.
Yeah, it's an organization that cares about the betterment of this planet, that cares about humanity, that wants the world to become a paradise.
How does one sign up? How do you sign up? Yes.
There's a website. I can send it to you.
Please send it to me. Let's have a look.
Then you can buy their testimony.
How would you guys go about bringing this paradise?
It's about, it's about helping people, being a good person. It's literally about being a good person, a good human being.
How would you go about bringing this paradise without changing any laws?
Someone says
people
not
focus
him.
on reality.
Junior says not him evangelizing.
Being updated on this earth, reading the news, doing the same thing.
How do you plan on changing? How do you plan on bringing peace to the world without changing any laws?
The only way is for people to come together and telling people to not unalive each other, tell people to not go to war again.
I don't want to come together with you though.
That is the only way you're going to change the world.
I don't like you. I don't want to come together with you. So how are you going to convince me? I don't like you because you're talking crazy. No, I don't want to come together with you, sir.
No, but you can actually bring peace to the world. You don't have to be together. You don't have to be together with people to leave them alone.
Amen.
Yeah, but
you don't have to, sir. You do not have to be together with people to leave them alone.
Amen.
The problem with the world is not that we got too much goddamn togetherness. It's too much.
Yeah, but the thing is that they're coming together in religion.
No, but the problem is you have too much togetherness.
Yeah, but the problem is religion itself.
Illuminatium. I'm going to go and check out Illuminatium on the Googles. Let's see. Illuminatium.
You have too much.
To Lord's point though. Like, I'm telling you, I don't want to be around you and I don't like you. Have you ever thought maybe if you just leave people alone, the world would be better? You ever thought about that?
Wait, so everything
It's all
I've
about
seen.
being
Wait,
socialized.
hold on. Illuminatium. The only thing I can see here is one second.
What do you mean socialized? What does that mean?
Yeah, being socialized, talk to people, get to understand people deeper on a deeper level.
You don't have to do that. The Sentinelese tribe has been around for I don't know how many years, right? And they don't talk to people.
There's always things that people agree on. Do you agree on the graping is wrong?
Yeah, of course I believe that graping is.
So we agree, right?
Listen to what I'm saying. Of course, but I don't have to be with you to believe that. I don't have to live with
That's
you.
common sense,
I don't have
right?
I don't have to get along with you to believe that.
Not common sense. No, it's not.
It's not common sense because if it were, the Dalai Lama wouldn't be kitty diddling the children. It's not common sense, right?
It's not common sense. So you would go out and grape somebody.
So what I'm asking is, do I need to be together with you to believe that? Do we need to be together?
Yeah, we
do not. No, we don't.
We need to inform the world what is right.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
I don't want to be on your team. Listen, sir. I'm a solo act. I don't like being around people, especially people like you that I don't know. So why would I do that? I'm telling you. Listen. I'm telling you verbatim. I don't like you. So there's no way that we can ever be together.
Have you heard about human rights?
Yes.
But why do I have to have human rights around you? I can have my human rights by my damn self. I don't need you to have those.
Human rights is organization.
I don't be in your organization.
But sir, you don't need to be together with people, right? To afford them human rights. You can just leave them alone. The biggest part of human rights
to come together.
No, we do not. That sounds like some white supremacy. We do not have to be together.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
we don't have to be together, and I don't have to follow your rules. That's the problem. I don't follow rules.
Okay, so if you don't follow my rules, you're gonna unalive the whole world and
No, part of your cult.
I'm just not gonna fool. With you. I don't like your rules, so I'm not gonna fool with you.
You don't like the matter of fact that I'm not.
Why do you think
I'm against unaliving? I'm against raping.
Why do you think your rules?
I'm against
Why do you think your rules should be followed above everybody else's? Who are you?
I'm the enlightened one.
Listen, that sounds like some white supremacy.
Well, you're not the enlightened one. You're a man.
It sounds like some repackaged white supremacy to me. Matter of fact, it doesn't sound like that. It is just some repackaged white supremacy. You're not doing what you're supposed to do, non-white people. So let me tell you what to do. That just sounds like some repackaged white supremacy to me. Because why do you believe that your rules are better than everybody else's? That's all I want to know.
Crickets.
This is very cult-like.
Now it's done.
It's cult-like, and it's showing cult-like behavior.
Do we not have any Christians, or Christians are in church right now, maybe? Any Christian, Muslim, believers in any of these gods in the dustbin, right? Do we not have anyone? Nobody? Please come up. Let's have a conversation. Let's chop it up. Find out if your God truly exists or not. Is he gone? Flavor Music, is he gone?
Now this Illuminati guy is gone. And what I've been asking myself is why they are chasing me wherever I go, whether on Facebook, Instagram, here on TikTok. They've been chasing me, sending their members to chase me around. It's like they are scouting people, and
they want you.
Wait, hold on. Let me. Kingsley, one second. Ping in the comments says this sounds more like American atheists. Too many Americans on here. If you have a problem with Americans, you can easily walk away.
It's only me and Lord. So what you talking about?
Please walk away. What the hell? Too many Americans on here. Did we say that this was a African only space or British people only space? What the fuck is wrong with you? As if these Americans aren't originally Africans. As if they're not descendants of Africans. These people.
What you mean? Look at my face. Look at the screen. Are you sure about
Reggie,
that? Reggie,
turn off your camera. You shouldn't be driving and Reggie. See, for my American people, I apologize about that nonsense. Don't mind these people. Too many Americans. Are you crazy?
The guy who spoke about the Illuminati, he was wrong. It's not about that. It's about
no, he didn't say Illuminati. He said Illuminatium. What did he say? Illuminatium?
No, so, a person who follows Illuminati is an Illuminatian. Do you understand? So his definition was wrong. The Illuminati means the enlightened ones, to illuminate, and also their mission is to protect the universe and whatever is in it, and we protect it to our own benefits. So he didn't.
So you work for NASA? That's the only way you're gonna protect the universe.
What? No, you don't wait for answer. We educate people on how to, if maybe like bodies.
That's not what I said. I said. So did you work for NASA, NASA? Because that's the only way that you go.
No. I don't work for them, but I have been in that organization before, so I understand it a little bit. Do you understand? So
wait
what
a minute,
he was saying.
You've been in the Illuminati? What's your network? What's your network?
Before you continue, guys, please, if you're not following this account, I've lost my main account, right? That main account has been banned. So please do follow. This is my second account banned. Make sure to follow this account, please. I'm trying to grow this account. Please make sure to follow this one. If you're not following, this is the Afro Atheist. Over here, we challenge religion. We challenge beliefs. We challenge spirituality. We challenge the supernatural. We challenge sky daddies. We challenge everything. Nothing is beyond the limits. Whatever you believe, bring it here. We ask questions. We want to know. Because listen, some of us are living our lives without God. We are living our lives without beliefs in anything at all, right? We sleep, wake up, and not think, I've got to have a belief in a sky somebody or a higher power. And life is okay. Life is okay without a belief, without a religion, without a something that you identify with. In fact, I live in a country where majority of the people here don't even have a religion, don't even, and when I first came to the UK, to see people that didn't believe in God, that was strange. That was strange to me, right? On Sunday, when it's time to go to church, you stick out like a sore thumb because everybody's at home chilling, and here you are with your big Bible running to church, right? Whereas when I was in Africa, someone who doesn't go to church, they would say you're a devil, right? You must be worshiping the devil. Someone who's not going to church or going to the mosque. But hey, guess what? We need to start normalizing not having a belief. We need to start normalizing that. Right. Anyway, please, let's see if we have somebody coming up to and please, we're going to keep it respectful. Don't be afraid. Thank you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to come up, right? Respectful conversations only. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Why do you say all gods are not real?
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Wow.
What year were you born in?
Excuse me?
What year? What year were you born in?
He's 18 years old.
Drop him, because he's trying to calculate what year he was born in. I don't think he's 18.
So while we're waiting for people to join, if anyone cares to share, if you're not religious, what made you not religious? How did you become someone who doesn't believe in a religion?
Well, for me, it just never made sense to me, After it
Right.
never made reading the Bible has always been just
You were never religious, Lots?
no, just an adventure. Now let me tell you,
Uh-huh.
my parents, my mother, right? I would go to church because one, it was around the corner, and two, my mother would make me, right? I was in the choir, I played piano for the church, I did all kind of stuff, but it just never made sense to me, right? And as soon as I got old enough not to go, I just stopped going because the Bible never made sense to me. The triune God never made sense to me. It was comical. Even when I read it now, I read Job the other day, and I laughed. I just giggled because it just does not make sense to me whatsoever. So I probably haven't been to church except for funerals. I don't know, probably since I was 16. Religion just never made sense to me. Like, why are we doing this? Nobody could ever tell me why we were doing this. And also, like, there's just no proof of this God. Like, has anybody come back to tell you you're gonna be in heaven? Like, there's no, like, what am I doing all of this for? Like, oh, what are you doing all this for? You don't even know what's going on. Like, nobody knows, nobody has proof of anything. I don't know. It just never made sense to me. So I've never really been um a religious person. I used to do things in the church because where I lived, the church was in my neighborhood, right? So we could walk to church. That's how close it was. So we would go to church and do things, but church was, I don't know, it just always seemed like just something I had to do because my mama would bring me over there.
Yeah, that's one thing. We are like introduced into these organizations in our childhood period, and our opinion are not asked, and we find ourselves there. Then we start doing what they tell us to do. I, for one, I just found myself there with the elders of my family, and I was just observing what they did, what they were told, and then I started doing what I was told to do. And most of the time, I was just observing and listening. So as kids in our childhood school period, we were just listening, observing, and taking notes. Then, because we have our cognitive power, we have our natural intellect, we grow within that kind of orientation, that kind of information, which, and when our intelligence is natural, when we have a good IQ, I mean, us as children, we grow with our natural IQs, intelligence quotient, and at a certain time, we start thinking for ourselves, because to a certain level, we get to attain an individual maturity. And then I, for one, when I started getting to 9, 10 years old, I started being critical about what I was hearing, what was coming from these Christian people and non-Christian people. What was being told me in school, in church, and in the community. And then at a certain point in time, with about 10 years as a 10 years old, I started asking myself questions, because what I was told in the village could be verified. If I got information within the village about an issue, I saw how the people came together, brainstormed on the issue, and tried to solve the issue until it was solved, without begging or without feeling lazy or without being lousy or being arrogant to themselves. They had some kind of a unitary power and the ability to think together. So that was very interesting for me. And they were not using unalived like the philosophies of unalivement or philosophies of sorrow or fictional philosophies to bring people together and solve their problems. So at a certain point in time, I realized there were different schools of thoughts. These religious guys were like trying to make people understand things which are not real. But in the practical world, in the village, people were trying to make themselves understand things which are real and which are related to their issues, to their way of life, and to the quality of life they need. So
yeah, can I just say, guys, it looks like conversation has taken a nosedive, and I've been here for like a couple of hours, and so, guys, do you guys know the African Atheist? She's live right now. Please, let's do a, what do they call it? There's something they call it. They do a gosh, you know when everybody goes over from one live and go to the other, what do they call it?
Migration.
No, there is a name they call it. They always say, oh, it's a raid. Yes, let's do a raid. Hey, Suzanne, good to see you, Suzanne. Right, let's do that. Is that dudette trigger finger? Is that dudette? Is that the dudette? Dudette trigger finger. Is that the dudette on fingers live? I don't think so. That's not the same. I don't think. Dudette, is that you or is that a different dudette? The African Atheist. The African Atheist. I am the Afro Atheist, and she is the African Atheist. You see, lots of atheists are coming up now, folks. Many people are walking away from Jesus, Allah, and all these characters. We managed to put some of them inside the dustbin, and none of them can come out of this bin that I've put them in. As long as you're in this bin, that's it. You're done. You're done. So everyone, please, let's go over to the African Atheist live, please. And I will be over there. I will see you over there myself. It's just I've got to do some cooking, and I don't want you guys to hear all the pots and the pans and the things. So yes, the African Atheist.